Hello everyone and welcome to Season 2 of my 7 Days to Die Hard as Hell single-player series with insane difficulty and zombies always run. Alright, yep, I'm still alive and it is still, well actually it's about hour and a half maybe until I turn 50. So I'm recording this next episode pretty much right after the last one. Figured we'd get one more in before it's time to hang it up for the night. So, cold in the desert, which is not unusual at nighttime, but kind of unusual in the daytime. Alright, so the plan for today is we are going to go out and get some we're going to secure the poppin' pills, or rather the chemistry bench in the poppin' pills. Then we're going to go get a whole ton of wood, because we're going to need tons and tons of wood for building the Skyway, and then we're going to at least get started on that by the end of the episode. I also have my empty jars with me. I'm going to go fill those up at the swimming pool. So let's do that. And Edgar wants to join us. But you know what, Edgar, sorry that you can't play. I know you want to, bud, but this is a solo act here, okay? Alright, so we'll take him out. Did I loot that purse? Yeah, I did. Backpack purse. So I think this will probably be the last episode that I will record before I leave on my trip. If you're watching me for the first time or haven't seen my previous videos, I'm going to be leaving on a business trip this week and won't be back until late next Sunday night. But I've managed to record several videos ahead, so I should have enough content for most of this coming week. But later in the week, I won't have any more videos until I get back. Probably, I think I'll have enough videos probably through Thursday or Friday anyway, so that there will only be a couple days where I won't be actually making new vids. First order of business. Let's secure our chem bench. This is going to tie in with what I'm also going to do with the Skyway a little later on. Make sure the coast is clear. I'm going to block this door off. In fact, you know what? I didn't bring my hammer with me. Or my wrench. That's not good. Should always carry at least one of those things. That's not a big deal. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're basically going to... you know what? I think I'm going to block this off too. Just in case something tries to wander in here, we can still get something spawning in here. And that reminds me, we should probably make sure the upper floor is clear as well. Or we start making too much racket in this place. Let's get down here. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Get a pretty decent amount of brass out of those faucets. Clean the place up a little bit. Alright, so the basic plan here is that we're going to create a pit around the chem bench. So if zombies come along, they fall into the pit, and I'm going to make it deep enough to where they can't hit it or the blocks that the chem bench is on. And so, you know, if they fall down into the pit, then they'll probably start trying to dig their way out, but I don't really care, because they can dig to China for all I care. I just don't want them breaking this chem bench, because it's probably going to be a while before we can make our own. Okay? The other thing I want to do, too, is I want to... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. What the hell? I wanted to mark that wood, because after I get the pit dug, then I'm going to take out and get the skyway built, then I'm going to take out the stairs and come at this and get at it from the top and just use it from the top, and I don't even have to come down here. I still may have to deal with spawns on the upper floor, but any spawns on the lower floor, or if a running horde comes through, I won't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's the plan. So let's get our shovel out. Here I'm trying to protect this from zombies breaking it, and I'm damaging it myself. Probably can repair those with, I'm guessing, forged iron, maybe? So I came up with this idea. The other idea I had was just to actually, you know, block off this door with cobblestone and then later cement, but you know, that can all get broken eventually, especially if you got like a running horde come through here and they're all just hitting on it. So I figured the pit idea is a better idea, because then that way they won't mess with the chemistry bench at all. The only possible thing that could happen is if a running horde came through here and deliberately tried to break this wall down, which is highly unlikely. And they would really only do that if I was actually around, and I wouldn't stick around if they came through. I'd get away from the chemistry bench so they get away from it. That's the idea anyway. Okay, let's see. So we're 3 blocks down. I'm going to go down even deeper. Getting a little sand and stone in the process. That's always good. Remember I showed you, well, if you watched, if you didn't, I can now also make concrete. So we need to get a concrete or a cement mixer going here really fast too. So we are now 4 blocks down from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be down far enough to where they can't reach up and bang on that. You know, if I would have brought my stupid hammer with me, I would have reinforced that too, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, good. Now let's get out of here. Do this. Cool. We might as well, let's go ahead and just take the stairs out right now. There's no reason not to. It's possible that those pill cases could get destroyed, but honestly I'm not too concerned about that. Good. So now, if any zombies come up here, they just fall through here and drop down into the pit, and they, theoretically anyways, they should be able to touch the chem bench. Okay. Alright. Now, next thing. what we're going to do is we need to get wood. We need to get a whole mess of wood. So we're going to run over to the forest biome. And do some lumberjacking. While we're over there, we'll also hit, probably hit some boulders. Because we need to get some more iron forged. And we'll pick up some goldenrod and chrysanthemum for the garden. So we'll try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Looks like that might be some leftovers from the wandering horde, maybe? What's the matter? You too hot, man? Okay. Now I'm hoping that our friend the biker zombie that was here the other night is gone. I expect he is, but biker zombies do spawn in that hotel. This guy's probably gonna want to come and party, huh? Come on, big old guy. Big guy, old guy. Can't shoot anything today. Alright, let's take one of these smaller bandages. That's where we dug up our dirt last night. We were harassed by a vulture. Almost said buzzard, but I did vulture. So the idea behind the Skyway is, in addition to just doing it because we can, right, for fun, is that it'll keep me up high, and I won't have to cross over to the chem bench along the ground. And it'll be a little safer. But, again, mostly just doing it because we can. Just for fun. A little building going. It's one of my favorite parts of this game is building. Another thing I'm going to do, too, after I get a good supply of wood, is we're going to fix the hut. And no, it looks absolutely terrible. It's just something that I kind of threw up out of necessity. But I want to make it look just a little bit more presentable than it currently is. I'm not going to do a whole lot more with it, but we're going to put some eaves up, and we're going to do a little bit of texture painting to make it look nicer. That's assuming I have the right painting textures learned. I'll have to check and see. Shouldn't be long now, and we'll have mining tools level 40, and then we can get miner 69er level 4. We're already doing really good stamina-wise, though. I can use iron tools, and my stamina goes down very, very slowly, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner. It does go down, so it's not like non-stop, but it's definitely manageable. Then we get the next level of miner 69er, and then it will pretty much be completely sustained mining with iron tools without losing any stamina to speak of. Then we'll have to go through that again for steel tools later on when we start making steel tools. Okay, let's do this now. Let's replant these trees, because we will probably be coming back here to get more lumber later on. So we'll just kind of make ourselves a little tree farm here. worried about getting it too straight. Just plant some trees because we're just going to come down, come back later and come down again. Excellent. Okay. Now, I also wanted to hit some boulders, and I wanted to hit some goldenrod. I was out here a couple episodes ago getting an airdrop, so I must have hit that stump at that point. Where are we at with mining tools? 39, almost there. Real close. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to want to make some rails. Or wood catwalk railing. That's what we're going to make the skyway out of. How many can I make right now? 100. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's just make... Let's make... am I going to need 100? Maybe. Let's go with 80. For now. Get those crafted. At some point in the game we'll find a chainsaw. And then we'll really be able to get the wood. One thing that I didn't get yesterday in the bookstore was Mini Bike for Dumb Shits. I was kind of hoping to find that. So we will have to come across that book elsewhere. But we'll find it eventually. There's a vulture over there. Get that out of the way so I don't trip on it, over on it. Axe durability is starting to get down pretty low. I think what I might do is switch over axes now. I like to leave a little bit on there so that when we combine them in the workbench, we'll increase the quality by a few points. That's just a normal zombie over there. Okay, let's break up some rocks now. Get some iron. Some other good stuff. There we go, level 40. Okay, so mine are 69 or level 4. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have enough points. Okay. We'll just have to wait until we level up to get those points. Lots of goodness in these boulders. Okay, where's that? Where's the buzzard? There he is. I called him a buzzard, didn't I? The vulture. Right, let's just establish something right now, okay? When I say buzzard, I actually mean vulture. Alright? Is he coming back, or is he... What's he gonna do? Alright, well, let's just keep moving. 18 skill points. I need 2 more before I can get minor 69. Look at all that tasty scrap iron out there in the wasteland. That's so tempting. But I think we'll just stick with the boulders because we're getting the other goodness from them as well as raw iron. Keep an eye on that buzzard, because sometimes they'll sneak up on you without any warning at all. out of space. Okay, we don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. These will replant. Just kind of put them in random places, just like nature did. Well, you know what I mean. Random generator nature. Okay. What am I, cold? I sure am. Put that on. Okay, did we clear out all the boulders? No. There's some more boulders over there. Let's grab some cotton. 2. I just picked up... What did I just pick up? That. We'll keep those on the bar so we can set them back down. Look at that goldenrod growing out there in the wasteland. That's not supposed to happen, because that land is poisoned. I'm thinking, now I don't know this for sure, okay? I'm thinking that at some point in a future alpha, the wasteland probably will actually be poisonous, because if you go into the wasteland, the atmosphere gets all this kind of sickly yellow, like there's some kind of poisonous vapor or something. And they do have the hazmat suits in the game, which are at this point more or less worthless. If you play on the Navezgane map, or if you play on Random Gen and you go to the extreme border, then you do get into the irradiated zone. But even in the irradiated zone, the hazmat suit does very little to protect you. You'll die really quickly in that place. This is definitely the most wood we've ever collected in this playthrough so far. How much do we have? 1728. Man, I'm so used to using a chainsaw on the other server and getting like a full stack in this amount of time. Airdrop. Should probably go after that. I think we will. Oh, let's mark it too so it doesn't disappear on us. Airdrop. Okay. Get some more goldenrod. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's mine up these boulders, and then we'll work our way towards the airdrop. Plant these trees. Yeah, we gotta watch out for landmines, because sometimes they can creep a little bit beyond the wasteland borders. Mining is one of the best ways to level in this game, if you didn't know that. At some point, probably off camera, I'm going to create a mine in the desert biome. Because in the desert you have sandstone. It's really easy to dig up, because it's pretty brittle. And you get experience for... every time you break a block and get materials from it, you get XP. So you can go into the desert and just start digging, and you'll eventually run into either an oil shale vein and or an iron vein, and usually those two things are together. And in the process, you'll get a whole mess of XP, and you'll get a bunch of sand and stone that you'll make for concrete. So it's very worthwhile. I love things in games. I love mechanics in games, I should say, that are worthwhile to do. You get something out of it, and it's not just wasted effort. I talked a little bit about that topic in my Season 1 with the way things used to be in this game for leveling. Like, so if I wanted to level up toolsmithing, what I'd have to do is I'd have to make a whole bunch of tools. Now that sounds, in theory, like a good idea, but in practice, it took so long, to level up that what you would end up doing is sitting there like at nighttime and crafting up like 200 stone axes and then just throwing them away or scrapping them to get some of the resources back. But it wasn't fun, and it was just kind of a hokey way of doing stuff. Now I can go mining out in the desert or here in the forest biome and boulders, and I get materials that are all useful, and I get XP for doing it. Nothing goes to waste, and it's just a lot more fun, I think, to do things that way. So definitely kudos to the Fun Pimps for changing the way leveling works in this game. It was a huge grind early on when they first introduced it, but now it's a lot more fun. Cool. Alright, so we got some raw iron we can put into the forge. We got some stone and the sand that we can use to make concrete. So I think what we'll do is let's go ahead and head for that airdrop. And we'll hit trees along the way. Some more trees. The airdrop is also in a part of the map, on a part of the map that we have not yet uncovered. So we'll do a little exploring whilst we're at it. Drink up. Let's put these on our hotbar and eat a little bit of food. I must have checked all of these already. More goldenrod. There's the road heading out of town. It looks like it continues on and goes up around that bend, so there could be another town or even another city on the other side of that hill. So we're definitely gonna have some exploration episodes coming up. It's one thing we haven't really done yet, because we're just trying to get established here. There's a lot of zombies around here. The game's trolling us. It knew where we were, it knew where the airdrop was, and it said, alright, let's put a bunch of zombies in his path. If there's only one or two, I'd just go take them out, but I still need to play cautiously. Even though I got a full set of armor on, I am far, far from being invincible. Something else that's going to happen is I'm not going to have enough space for the drop. So, what we're going to do about that is we're going to drop a few things off at the bookstore, and we'll come back for them later. Oh, that's actually like a steel girder. I'm not going to sit there and whack on that forever. This, though, I will. 12 iron out of those. Okay, so let's do this. Let's stash some things in the car here. In fact, we don't even need that at all. Let's put the sand and the stone in there, the lead, the cans, the cotton, and the brass, and the glass. This we can scrap. The paper, and that should be good enough. Okay. Whoop. I almost stepped on a cactus. It's hard on the toes. I've actually stepped on a cactus before when I was a kid, and man, oh man, that is not fun, I'll tell you. It hurts. Time's getting away from us. Always does. These episodes go by so fast. Probably help if I wouldn't loot every little thing along the way, but gotta be efficient. Lots of desert. Huge, huge desert in Alpha 16, I've noticed. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. What? That's interesting. How did that get there? I guess that's a cave or something. What is this? It's a cave. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Cool. Alright, that's another episode right there, guys. Let's see, let's mark this. That's really neat. Okay. And actually, you know what? We can get some mushrooms for the garden. I'm not gonna, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna poke my head in here. I'm not gonna go down very far. Wow, this is neat. I haven't seen a cave like this since like Alpha 12 or 13, I think it was. In fact, it used to be that you had to find a cave to really get into, to the good mining. Oh, is this it? Watch me run into a bear or something down here. Oh, yep, that's it. Okay, I guess we won't be doing an episode on this, but still, it's kind of a neat find. All of these stalactites and stalagmites here will give you nitrate when you mine them. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's not what we're about right now. It's just kind of neat to find it though, because like I said, these are not real common anymore. Okay. And they used to be like pretty big caves, huge cave systems that they used to have in the game. And maybe they still do. Maybe that's just a small one. I don't know. Got a campsite here. See if any zombies spawn in. That's right where our supply drop is too. There we go. Edgar. Now we can do Miner 69er. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice shirt. plastics. We don't need the sleeping bags. Some meat. Take that. What's that? Oh, animal hide pants. No. That's a real early Gabe armor that you can actually make. I never actually have done it though, because by the time I'm thinking about armor, I'm already able to make... Oh, nice. Okay. We can use both of these things. I'm just listening to see if something's chased me, because I don't want to close this yet. We can use both of those to upgrade our sniper rifle. Perfect. Because we found the thing, the recipe for it, in the bookstore yesterday. Actually, we found 2 of them. Scrap this. Whoa! Oh. Jeez, that scared me. Oh, man. Blood pressure time. Okay, do we have cloth in our inventory? No, we don't. So we're going to take apart this tent and get some cloth. Is that it? Who's making racket over here? Oh, the zombie over there must have run into the cactus. Crawler. Ow. Okay, let's head on back. And we'll get started with at least the first section of our Skyway, and then we'll have to end the episode because we're running out of time here. In fact, I think what I'm going to do too, guys, just to save a little bit of time, I think I'm going to cut the video right here, and then I'll see you back at the base with and ready to get started on the Skyway. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back at the base, and I unloaded some stuff. Got into it with a zombie and got whacked a couple times, so I need to heal up. Use one of those, and we'll probably take a painkiller in a little bit and get our health back. Okay, so before we get started with the Skyway, I wanted to show you how I'm going to upgrade the sniper rifle. So because I read the schematic yesterday, what I can do now is I can take this apart. So I got a pretty nice barrel actually, and I got a nicer stock. So I'm going to take that apart, go to the workbench, and combine these two together so that what that does, that just basically brings that back to full durability. Actually, I'm sorry, it's the receiver that I got, not the stock. Do the same thing with the receiver. Combine those two together, bring that up to full health. And now, when we put this back together, we have a little bit higher quality sniper rifle. Quite a bit higher quality, actually, from what it was. I think it was only 52 or something before like that. Now it's a 134 and almost completely healed. So, that's great. Okay, let's get started with some building. Now I'm going to need a few more wood frames. So let's make about 50 more of those. And we're going to hop up here. And we'll set our first catwalk down here, like so. Okay? And then let's hop down here. Elevator up, And we'll attach this one here. Alright, so building 101 in 7 Days to Die. Each block that you can build with has what's called a mass and a max load. Okay? And if you take the max load and divide it by the mass, then you get what's called structural integrity, which means 5 goes into 40 8 times. So what that means is that I can attach 8 wood frames to the side of another wood frame before it will collapse. So if I try and throw a 9th wood frame on there, then the whole thing will come collapsing down. In this game, vertical structural limits don't matter. So you could take a wood frame, which is pretty weak, and you could build a tower of 100 reinforced concrete blocks on top of it, and it would hold. It wouldn't crush the frame like it would in real life. So vertical doesn't really matter. What does matter though is horizontal, or what can how much weight a block can hold to something that's attached to its side. Okay, so with catwalks, we have a max load of 40 and a mass of 4. So 4 goes into 40 10 times, which means that I can attach 10 catwalks to that first one, to the side of that first one, and they'll hold. But if I try and put an 11th catwalk on, then the whole thing will collapse. So what we're going to do then is we're going to start attaching these. That's 3. See if I can get another one on. 4, okay. Just have to, keep careful count here. Five, 6, 7, 8. Ow! How did that happen? So we should be able to put 2 more on there. Must have come down a little too fast. A little too hard, a little too fast. Okay, so that's 9 and 10. Okay, if I put an 11th one on here, that whole thing would come collapsing down. Come down a little slower this time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a temporary support right below. And get the damn thing to go there. Okay. Okay, so now that will temporarily support that. And now we start the next span. Okay, so that's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so on this 10th one now, we're going to actually have to put a permanent support. But before we do that, we've got all this rubble in the way. So I'm going to have to kind of dig a channel through here. I'm not going to dig it all the way out, but I would like... Now, let me think about this for a second. See, the problem with this stuff is it's really brittle. So if I just put the support there and then a zombie happens to come along, and a couple of them congregate on the pillar and start breaking out the ground, the whole thing's going to come down. So, do I have any... I'm thinking making like a cobblestone base for it. Let's see if I have any clay left. I do. Okay. And if we make a cobblestone base, we can later upgrade it to concrete. Don't need that much. Well, we could actually do that right now if we had a cement mixer, but I don't have a cement mixer made yet. I'm going to have to go get the parts for that, which we'll do in a different episode. Okay, so the way that I think I'm going to handle this is, let's get our pick. right underneath that. We're going to dig down. Oh, let's make some flagstone as well. 10 of those. Oh, darn it, I need my hammer. Let's go grab the hammer. That was close. Is that right? Okay, let's just make sure that is where we want to be. Yes, it is. Okay. So we're going to take this down probably all the way to the sand and then maybe a little further down just to get this buried, have a good foundation. Let's go down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go down one more. That'll probably be enough. Gotta get our... Man, I hope this would be a bad time for some zombies to come around. Let's pop 200 more of those. Speaking of which, there's a zombie. Man, if they drop down on my head, I'm probably going to scream like a little girl. Where are they? Oh, it's red. It's probably going to spot us, so let's just take him out. Oh, he drops down right when I shoot. You know who this guy looks like? Or who he reminds me of? Is, the guy on The Witcher 3, the first DLC that they came out with, Hearts of Stone, I think it was? Yeah, Hearts of Stone. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was the red-haired guy in Hearts of Stone who was the main one of the main antagonists in the game. I think his name was something like Oldguy, I think.
It's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
And by the way, that was a very fun... well, The Witcher 3 was an awesome game to begin with, but that DLC was a lot of fun too. I really enjoyed it. I do play other games besides survival games, but survival games are by far my favorite type of game. I also play, Witcher, all the Witcher games, played Skyrim, Fallout, those games too. Okay, cool. So, even if the zombies come along and, beat this really brittle stuff up, we'll have a pretty solid foundation there. And I think I'm also going to come through, I'll probably do this off camera, I'll probably come through and even clear more of this out, just so it's not, I want it down far enough to where they can't stand here and hit on the catwalk there. Okay, now, we should be able to remove this support and it should hold. Ready? Moment of truth. There we go, look at that. Because remember, the catwalks can have up to 10, can support up to 10 blocks off the side, but that's from each side. So we got 10 coming off that one, and we got 10 coming off that one. And that gives us a nice little span there. Whoops. Okay. And let's actually test it. Just, we don't really need to, but we'll do it anyway, just for fun. Funsies. Whoa! That thing grew up fast. My word. Jeez. We were just up here like 10 minutes ago and it was all small. Okay. If only that happened in real life, huh? Cool. Okay. We can jump up and down on it. It's all nice and solid. Nothing's gonna fall apart on us. All right. So, I just wanted to show you, you know, what I was going to do with the catwalk. Give you the basic idea. But we are out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode here. Off camera, I'm going to clear some of this rubble out, but I won't continue building the catwalk until the next episode. So we'll just clear the rubble out, and then that'll pretty much be all I'll do off camera until the next episode. One more reminder for everybody that's watching, I am going to be out of town this week on business, and so later in the week, probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday or so, I won't have any new videos out, but I will be back next Sunday, and then after that we'll start continuing the episode with more videos. So there'll just be, you know, 2 or 3 days there, I think, maybe 4 days, where there won't be any new videos. But don't worry, I'm not quitting, not going away. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos and getting my channel going, and it's just really, you know, really cool to see, you know, the subscribers growing. Not that I have a ton of subscribers yet, but, you know, it's something that just takes time. So everybody that does subscribe, everybody that leaves a comment, a like, I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And I'm having fun, and I'm hoping you're having fun watching me. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you all in the next episode. Until then, everybody take care. And by the way, the next time I talk to you in the next video, I will be 50 years old. Oh my gosh. Okay, see you guys later. Hey guys, this is just a quick bonus recording. I have dogs and bears. A dog and bear horde that the game has thrown at me. I was just getting ready to... I was making another pick so I could go back and clear some more of that rubble, and I heard them coming through. It's very fortunate for me that I wasn't out there when that all happened. Where's that bear at? There he is. Oh, that's a zombie bear too. My word. That thing is extremely dangerous. I can't believe the game actually threw that at me. Still. He just broke right through the bricks and he's going on his way. Oh my word. Oh jeez, that's so scary. Man, oh man. Okay. Yeah, dog hordes. The thing, like I said, though, the thing is, I mean, what am I? I'm like level 26. I shouldn't be getting the, you know, hordes this dangerous this soon. At least I don't think I should. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because I'm on insane difficulty. I didn't even think about that. I'll bet that's what it is, because I'm on insane difficulty, because in the normal game, I would not be getting stuff like this soon. Can I get him through that little gap there? Looks like he's dug himself into a hole. Wow. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to show that to you. It's like, I was in here and he's getting ready to go back down and I hear a bear and dogs. I'm going, what in the world's going on out there? So, okay, I'll see you guys later.